How do pillars of support strengthen nonviolent movements? Imagine a society where change doesn't come from fighting but from shifting the very foundations that hold power. That's what nonviolent movements aim for. They don't just protest. They work to influence the groups and institutions that support the current system. These groups are called pillars of support. They include the military, police, civil servants, business leaders, religious groups, and unions. These pillars help rulers stay in power by doing essential jobs like enforcing laws, collecting taxes, and maintaining order. When these groups decide to stop backing a regime, it weakens the ruler's grip and makes change more possible. Nonviolent movements focus on persuading these pillars to withdraw their support. They do this by appealing to shared values, highlighting injustices, and encouraging disobedience. For example, civil servants might refuse to carry out unfair orders, or business leaders might stop funding oppressive policies. When these groups slow down or stop cooperating, the regime's ability to govern crumbles. This process often happens gradually, with movements building trust and credibility over time. They use symbolic actions, public speeches, and community outreach to influence the loyalty of these pillars without violence. From an ethical point of view, this approach respects the moral integrity of everyone involved. It avoids physical conflict, which can discredit a movement and give autocrats more reason to crack down. Instead, it emphasizes moral persuasion and shared community values. This helps the movement gain support from broader society and even international allies. It also keeps the movement disciplined and focused on peaceful change, making it more attractive to passive supporters. Movements can target specific pillars by understanding what motivates them. For instance, religious organizations might be swayed by moral arguments, while police officers might respond to appeals about protecting civilians. By focusing on these interests, movements can encourage these groups to act in ways that weaken the regime's hold. For example, encouraging police officers to protect protesters rather than represses them can shift the balance of power. In the end, pillars of support are like levers within the power structure. When these levers are pulled away or broken, the entire system becomes less stable. Nonviolent movements use this strategy to build strength without violence, making their cause more legitimate and sustainable. This approach not only aligns with ethical principles but also increases the chances of achieving lasting social justice and democratic change.